The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Okay. Talk about Seth Hughes' performance today. He won All-American coming in 8th place, and he was the first male swimmer to do so in 4 years.
Yeah, for Seth, it's been a long time coming, something he's been working on since he came here as a freshman. He's improved tremendously in the last 4 years in all events, but especially the backstroke in his best event. Last year he was looking great, ready to come onto the national stage and perform well, but sadly had an injury right before conference and was unable to make the trip. And I think that added a little bit of fuel to his fire this year. He wanted to make sure that in his senior year he left no stone unturned, whether it came to stretching, skills in the water, his nutrition, his sleep. He even changed his school's class schedule and stuff to make sure he was getting naps in during the day and be able to make all the main practices. And that hard work and dedication really paid off. You saw a very emotional reaction from Seth in the morning when he realised that he got to that A final and set a lifetime best this morning. When it was kind of like a lifetime of hard work came down into that moment, and he realised that, hey, I've done it. And the narrowest of margins, 1/100th of a second, was the difference between being All-American or not, and it went his way, and I'm just delighted for him. And the first one in 4 years for us, the individual All-American for the guys. The previous one was 4 years ago by Paul Unger, who also was All-American in the same event, and so I think it was pretty fitting that our second one comes in the same event, the 100 backstroke. And Seth's always looked up to Paul and everything that he's done in his career on the international stage, and Paul set our records very high, and it's going to push Seth to be better and aim for those, and that ultimately kind of allowed him to get to the times he's at right now and get top 8 in the country.
Cjjensen and Matt George both broke school records today, even though they didn't make it to the finals. Talk about that a little bit.
Both Matt and CJ had great prelims swims this morning. Matt came in swam a lifetime best and broke the school record in the 500 freestyle. Finished 9th this morning, one position away from making it to that A final, top 8. Only missed that by 6/100ths of a second, which is disappointing. But I talked with him about it after the race, and he's delighted with the way he swam this morning, be able to put together that lifetime best on the biggest stage when it really matters. And just unlucky that it didn't go his way. He came back tonight and got 13th overall, and with another good swim tonight in the final. So some good points for us there. And he had a lot of events, a busy day today, 3 individual races, and so it was a tiring day for him, but really delighted him getting the school record. With CJ, she had a great swim this morning, lifetime best by a second, missed her school record by 6/100ths, and made it back into the B final tonight, where she swam pretty much the same race and got herself, I think she was 15th overall, but some good points again for us on the girls team, and great to see more second team All-Americans, more people in the national final. And it's one of the good things we see about Carson-Newman. Yeah, we get athletes to nationals, but when we get here, we show up and we swim fast and we make it back into finals at night and get the points on the big stage. So it was great to see that from those guys this morning and this evening in the finals.
Going into the final day tomorrow, what will be your encouragement or your advice for the team the last day?
For us, the last day, I mean, it's a 4-day meet. It's something we're used to, but it never gets easier the last day of a big championship meet. So just making sure they're warming up properly, they're getting their head in the right place, going in and executing their race and controlling the things they can control. They can control their warm-up, their mental state, their race, their strategy, all that kind of stuff. You can't control what the person in the lane next to you does. Unlike other sports, so we have to focus on us and then put our best foot forward, and just give it our all. For some of us, tomorrow it's their last day of swimming ever, so they're going to empty the tank, give it all they got, make the most of the moment. And so we've got some big swims tomorrow, the girls 100 freestyle, Lisa and Ellie, 2 of our seniors, so I'm looking forward to seeing them swim Matt George's got the 200 backstroke, more of a fun event for him, but with no pressure. I think you'll see some good swimming from him. Caleb and Meredith both on the 200 breaststroke, both very strong 200 breaststrokers, and I think we'll see some big performances from them. And then we'll finish the morning with the 400 freestyle relay for the guys and the girls. And again, I think both of those teams should make it back in the finals. Fingers crossed it's a top 8 All-American final. And then we also have Marcelo in that kind of lunchtime session swimming the mile, so the longest race that we do here in the pool, but kind of one of his top events. He has some strong goals, and if he executes to his best with a great race tomorrow, we could also see him at least being second team All-American, but hopefully maybe getting up there for first team All-American as well. But just go out and give it our all, do our best, and make sure we focus on ourselves, doing the best we can, and we'll get the results they're looking for.
Thanks.
Thanks.